been electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bobcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas State's offense will take the first swing of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here. Make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll try to pop the draw. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Buys a little time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be third and long. Back to throw. It's Manning. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles get in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
And that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. Still on his feet at the 25. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Toss sweep to the left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game in the toss.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. boot it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind in the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The draws nothing except the swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Washington. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They try to pop a run on the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. It's a draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Going deep. Makes a grab deep. Turns on the Jets. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
There he goes. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Owens. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrell. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it inside the 20. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Turning it on! Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds a little space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Baxter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boom kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On the run, it's Robinson. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Lewis. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
At the 23.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Surging forward on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll give it to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Makes the grab on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks up the 1st down. Brings into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the ground, it's Peoples. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. The give on the inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And